Hi, honey. We were living in England and enjoying a youthful European lifestyle. Life was good. You remember those days, hon? She does. Back then, I was young, carefree, and my wife Trish and I were relatively unencumbered. So I jetted back to the States for a long holiday weekend of fishing with some friends. And it was during that weekend, almost 24 years ago, while pontificating around a driftwood bonfire late one evening, that I first spoke the words I'd been thinking for some time, that I wanted to be a teacher. I formulated a plan, put it to paper a few weeks later, and figured that within 3 years I'd leave the military and begin my teaching career. Or so I thought. As is often the case, life sometimes gets in the way of best laid plans. For me, it was the tragedy of 9/11 that put my desire to teach on hold for another 20 years. Those of you here today who I've come to call friends know that for 2 decades I got deeply into the fight. I emerged occasionally for a breath of air, but stayed in the Department of Defense for a long time. True story. Now this is funny, so work with me on this one. During those years, I first heard my infant son, Calvin, who's back here tonight, speak the words "Dad." And those words brought, as they would with any father, a proud tear to my eye. However, when Cal first said "Dad," he was pointing at our Labrador Retriever. Needless to say, the dog was not named Dada, and I clearly had been spending too much time away from home. But all the while, as I spent the next two decades doing what I believed was my part to honor those lost on 9/11, I knew this is where I'd one day land. Regardless of our respective beginnings and different paths as individuals, we all stand here together today. We've each worked incredibly hard to earn our degrees and should be proud of all that we've accomplished. I call every one of you classmates with senses of both awe and pride at the company we keep. I would be especially remiss, though, if I didn't take a moment to specifically thank my wife, Tricia, my boys, Evan and Cal, for their support these past 2 years. For us, this has been a challenging road to graduation, as it has for all. There were many late nights behind closed home office doors as I finished classwork, missed sports games, missed family events, all with this end in sight. I hope each of you knows how much your support has meant. Thank you. I love you. We must all recognize that our hard work and dedication has not gone unnoticed, and leave Clarkson confident and poised to make the significant contributions to the world demanded of us as graduates. Whether we continue our careers as engineers, scientists, business persons, advocates, educators, or something else entirely, we all now have the skills and knowledge necessary to truly make a difference. At Clarkson, we've learned to seek out the real needs of the American people, to go beyond the status quo of deep disciplinary knowledge, and to apply ourselves in innovative ways, to think critically, to solve complex problems, and to work collaboratively. These skills are demanded of every leader in today's world. But as Clarkson graduates, we must also remember that with great ability comes great responsibility. As we go out into the world as representatives of this institution, it's important we remember the values we learned here. Values like integrity, respect for diversity, social responsibility, and a commitment to lifelong growth. As graduates, we assume that responsibility of leadership on our respective career paths, which we must be proud to inherit. We have a duty to use our skills and knowledge gained here at Clarkson to make the world a better place, and I, for one, look forward to continuing the legacy of this university. So in closing, I congratulate all my fellow graduates on your incredible achievements. You've each clearly had your beer on the beach moment. It brought you here today. Your individual hard work, dedication, and perseverance has paid off, and we can now proudly call ourselves graduates of Clarkson University. I urge everyone to remember the values we learned here and to use our skills and knowledge positively to impact the world. I look forward to seeing all that we accomplish in the coming years. Thank you, and congratulations to everyone.
Thank you, Michael, for those remarks. Next, we get to hear from a distinguished member of the business community, Heather Mulligan. Heather Mulligan is the president and CEO of the Business Council of New York State, Inc. She joined the Business Council in 2007 as vice president of government affairs, overseeing the organization's legislative and pro-growth agendas. Prior to the Business Council, Heather was a lobbyist for Powers & Company, working on issues including the Javits Center expansion and the new Yankee Stadium. She has also served as the assistant counsel to the New York State Senate Majority, legislative aide and counsel to the New York State Assembly, Majority Committee on Racing and Wagering, and special counsel in the New York State Attorney General's office. Please welcome Heather Mulligan.
Thank you. I can't actually see any of you, so I'm not sure if there's anyone out there. But first off, huge congratulations to all of you. Please give yourselves a round of applause. What an accomplishment. It's really, really impressive. And it is really an honor and a privilege for me to be able to stand before you today as you celebrate this milestone achievement. It's also my first anniversary. My husband is here in the audience, so everyone give him a round of applause for putting up with me doing this on our anniversary. I was asked to share some words of wisdom. Initially, when I looked at the invite, I thought it said 57 minutes, and I just was like, I just don't know enough that I could fill that. But thankfully, it's only 5 to 7 minutes, so you can all breathe a little sigh of relief. I think I just wanted to share some words of wisdom that I hope will resonate with you. I'm going to quote a few people, and my first quote will be from Yogi Berra, very wise man who once said, if you come to a fork in the road, take it. I think this is a funny quote, and everyone should be laughing, but it's probably not his funniest quote. But it's actually really true if you give it a minute and you think about it. The key is to always keep moving forward. This is a commencement. Commencement is a beginning. It's not an ending. So you might think you're finished, but you're not. You have a lot more to do, and there's going to be a lot of forks in the road ahead of you. When I was a kid growing up in Syracuse, New York, I always wanted to be a veterinarian. If you asked me what I was going to be a veterinarian. And when I got to college, my chemistry professor told me that I was not, in fact, going to become a veterinarian. So I ended up an attorney, which makes perfect sense if you think about it. So I think the thing to recognize is that your road can take you to completely unexpected places. I don't think anyone knew before the pandemic what was going to happen. I don't think anyone really predicted the impact that AI was going to have in such a short period of time. And of course, that's not over yet. But the first and foremost thing that is important as you're faced with many forks in the road ahead is to take risks. It's really tempting to get comfortable and to not take risks, but really true growth and success lies just beyond the boundaries of our comfort zones. As graduate students, you've already demonstrated that you're willing to take a risk by pursuing higher education and challenging yourselves academically, but embrace risks, continue to do that as you move forward. Every great achievement in history has been as a result of risk-taking. Today's most influential leaders, entrepreneurs, and history's most influential leaders and innovators have all taken daring leaps into the unknown and resulted in making a lasting impact on the world. So whether you start a new business or pursue an unconventional career path or step out of your comfort zone, taking risks opens the doors to endless possibilities. And remember, the most important part about taking risks is sometimes you fail. Just like I did not do well. I didn't actually fail chemistry. I got like a C-, but vet school is really hard to get into, so. But anyways, know that failure is a part of your success, and that is really the second point I want to make, which is the value of failure. When I was a first-year law student, I was working in the legislature, and for some bizarre reason, the session ended on time. And I had no job for the summer, so I ended up taking a chance and going to work at the district attorney's office. And when I was interviewed in the DA's office, Dan Dwyer, who was a very well-known prosecutor, very prominent figure locally, told me in our first meeting, he said, "You don't know anything." And I just sort of went, "Well, I know something. I had a year at law school." He said, No, you're ignorant. Embrace your ignorance. If you know that you don't know, you'll keep trying to find out. And that's what makes a good lawyer. But understand that sometimes you're going to make mistakes and sometimes you're going to fail, and that is how you learn. Now, I think failure is a little bit of a depressing topic for a commencement, so I do have some other points. Anyways, but understand that it really is a sign, and when you fail, that you've pushed yourself, and when you get up, you've learned something that will help you in your next journey. And as you navigate your postgraduate world, remember that it's not something to be feared, but really it's a stepping stone. It's another step in the path towards ultimate success. The last important piece of advice that I have for you, and I didn't know there was going to be a dog theme here, but it's advice from a dog, believe it or not. Actually, not even a real dog. It's advice from a fictional dog. A dog named Enzo, who is the main narrator in a book called The Art of Racing in the Rain, which happens to be my favorite book. I've probably given copies of it to everyone that I know and love. I don't think any of them have read it, but I've read it several times anyways. But Enzo is the pet of a race car driver, and he narrates really this person's life through a dog's eyes. But really the fact that he's a dog is kind of irrelevant, other than he gives a very oversimplified view of things. But the overarching message of the book is that you should point yourself in the direction that you want to go, and that is the art of racing in the rain. That you have to always remember your skills and adjust for the conditions, but keep pointing yourself in the direction that you want to go. You can't change what's already happened, but you are in charge of your own destiny. So when you come to a fork in the road, pick the one leading to where you want to end up. It sounds simple, but when you get caught up in the small details of everyday life, of Instagram, of the deep, dark pit of attention that is TikTok, sometimes you lose track of things. So just remember to take some time and look down the road and make sure that you're paying attention of the forest and not just the trees that are right in front of you. And I thought I had to add in a hockey quote because my husband, John, who is here, is a hockey goalie. And also quoted in the book, The Art of Racing in the Rain, is Wayne Gretzky, the great one. Wayne Gretzky said, "The key is to skate to where the puck is going, not where it already is. So look forward. Remember that you are in charge of charting your own unique course in life. Remember that your journey might not follow a straight line, and that's okay. It's in the detours and the unexpected turns that you will find out what your true purpose is and what really makes you happy and fulfilled. And be open to the opportunities that come your way. Take chances and risk failure. You stand on the precipice of a new beginning, and I want you to carry these 3 lessons with you. Take risks, embrace failure, and exercise your self-direction. Believe in your capabilities, trust in your instincts, and never lose sight of your dreams. One bonus piece of advice: listen to people that you don't agree with sometimes. We are way too divided, and if you just listen, sometimes you can understand where they're coming from, even if you don't agree. Or maybe you can just confirm that they are in fact wrong, but anyways. Today, in closing, we celebrate not just the culmination of your academic endeavors, but the birth of a new generation of fearless, resilient, and self-directed individuals ready to conquer the world. So that is your directive from me. Please go conquer the world. As you embark on your efforts, please find the courage to take the fork in the road and keep your hands on the wheel and point yourself where you want to go. Thank you.
Thank you for those inspiring words, Heather. As we begin to introduce you to all of this year's graduating class, I want to first start by recognizing members of the class of 2023 who have received the highest awards, from the University Faculty for Scholarship and the Promise of Outstanding Professional Achievement. To recognize these graduates, it's my pleasure to introduce to you Diego Nocetti, Dean of the David D. Ray School of Business.
Thank you, President Christensen. Several of today's graduates have been inducted into Beta Gamma Sigma, the International Business Honor Society. Would the following students please rise when their name is called to be recognized? Please hold your applause until all of the graduates have been recognized. Carrie Allen, Charles Bentley, Alexandra Brown, Jake English, Aidan O'Brien, Brianna Salemi, Michelle Schnur, Fiona Zhu. Congratulations to these graduates. The Joseph Finkelstein Award is given to a student of high academic distinction who has demonstrated substantial interest in cross-cultural and international management issues while making significant overall contributions to the David D. Ray School community. The 2023 recipient is Carmen Newstratton. Will Carmen please come forward to receive this award? Our next award is the Alan C. Hamilton Award, which is for an outstanding student displaying academic achievement and citizenship in the David D. Ray School of Business. Our 2023 recipient is Celeste Young. Sorry. Oh, there we go. I will now invite Catherine Snyder, Chair of the Department of Education, to present our next awards.
As the chair of the Department of Education, it is my pleasure to present the Corlin Bohofer Encouragement Award. Corlin Bohofer is one of the original team of public school teachers who designed and launched our very successful Master of Arts in Teaching program over 30 years ago. This award is presented every year to an MAT student who, like Corlin, overcame extraordinary odds on her journey to becoming a teacher. This year's recipient of the Corlin Bohofer Encouragement Award is Terry Natisse Taylor Jenkins. Terry, will you please come forward to receive your award?
I love you, Kat.
All right. Thank you and congratulations to all of this year's awardees. Traditionally, Clarkson alumni are recognized at reunion weekend each year. Today, we have with us a member of the alumni that opted instead to be recognized at our ceremony here today. To introduce you to our alumni award recipient, it is my pleasure to invite Matt Draper, Vice President for Development and Alumni Relations, and Catherine Snyder, Chair of the Department of Education, to the podium.
Thank you, President Christensen. In February 1998, the Clarkson Alumni Association established the Gordon C. Baker 27 Service Citation. The award is intended to recognize the importance of leadership and service by alumni to Clarkson's regional alumni chapters. An electrical engineering major and a member of the class of 1927, Stubb passed away on April 11, 1988. Leaving a legacy as one of Clarkson's most dedicated and devoted alumni, a Clarkson ambassador extraordinaire. For 61 years, the Alumni Association Board of Governors relied on Stubbs' leadership, involvement, and most importantly, his enthusiasm for everything connected with Clarkson. Clarkson events were not truly alumni events unless Stubb and his wife Dottie were present. Stubb had the rare ability to make his fellow alumni feel they had attended college together, regardless of their differences in age. He was a longstanding member of the Alumni Association Board of Governors. He served as president in 1948 to 1949. He was always active in regional chapter activities, class reunions, and as a Clarkson Fund volunteer. He was an alumni advisor to many Clarkson presidents, recruited dozens of Clarkson students and student athletes. He was a fixture on campus, often traveling from his home in Elma, New York, to Potsdam to participate in various Clarkson activities. In recognition of his love for Clarkson, Stubb was named as the first recipient of the prestigious Golden Knight Award in 1962. Stubb was truly one of Clarkson's foremost ambassadors, and it is fitting that this award be named in his honor. This year, we are pleased to present the Gordon C. Baker Class of 1927 Service Citation to Sarah Chaffee, MAT Class of 90. Will Sarah please come forward to receive this award?
Sarah Chaffee is a graduate of the inaugural year of the Master of Arts in Teaching program in 1990. Sarah's career, service, and commitment to Clarkson exemplifies her own success and embodies the principles of the Master of Arts in Teaching. She started her career as a world language teacher and has risen to the level of chair in the largest district in the capital region, Shenendahowa. In that capacity, she has become a leader in her field. She is a leader in regional language associations and a strong advocate for students for whom English is not a first language. Sarah has played a vital role in the work of Clarkson's Master of Arts in Teaching program, acting as a mentor, instructor, and member of our advisory board. Sarah's career and current work exemplifies the Stubb Baker 1927 Service Award. She has and continues to have an impact on her field and on Clarkson. Congratulations, Sarah.
Now for the moment you've all been waiting for, the awarding of the degrees to the candidates. Will the chair of the Department of Education, Catherine Schneider, please come back to the podium again and present your candidates?
Thank you. Will the candidates for the Master of Arts in Teaching and Certificate in Teaching English to Speakers of Other Languages please rise and remain standing? You're very quiet. There we go. Mr. President, I am pleased to present, on behalf of the faculty, candidates for the degree of Master of Arts in Teaching and Certificate in English to Speakers of Other Languages in the Department of Education. By a vote of the faculty, confirmed by a vote of the Board of Trustees, all transcripts reflect completion of requirements for these degrees and all of the rights and privileges appertaining thereto.
Will the Dean of the Graduate School, Michelle Crimmy, please come forward and present your candidates?
Will all the candidates for Master of Science or Advanced Certificate in the Business of Energy, Master of Science in Electrical Engineering or Advanced Certificate in Power Systems Engineering, Master of Science in Energy Systems, Master of Science in Engineering and Management Systems, Master of Science in Engineering Management, and Master of Science in Mechanical Engineering, please rise and remain standing. Mr. President, I am pleased to present, on behalf of the faculty, the candidates for the degrees of Master of Science or Advanced Certificate in the Business of Energy, Master of Science in Electrical Engineering or Advanced Certificate in Power Systems Engineering, Master of Science in Energy Systems, Master of Science in Engineering and Management Systems, Master of Science in Engineering Management, and Master of Science in Mechanical Engineering. By a vote of the faculty, confirmed by a vote of the Board of Trustees, all transcripts reflect completion of requirements for these degrees and all the rights and privileges appertaining thereto.
Now will the Chair of Bioethics, Jane Oppenlander, please come forward and present your candidates?
Will the candidates for Master of Science in Bioethics and Advanced Certificate in Bioethics please rise and remain standing? Mr. President, I am pleased to present on behalf of the faculty the candidates for the degree Master of Science in Bioethics and Advanced Certificate in Bioethics. By a vote of the faculty, confirmed by a vote of the Board of Trustees, all transcripts reflect completion of requirements for these degrees and all of the rights and privileges appertaining thereto.
Will Dean of the David D. Ray School of Business, Diego Darchetti, please come forward and present your candidates?
Will all the candidates for degrees of Master of Business Administration, Master of Business Administration in Healthcare Management, Master of Science in Clinical Leadership in Medicine, or Master of Science in Healthcare Data Analytics in the David D. Ray School of Business, please rise and remain standing. Mr. President, I am pleased to present, on behalf of the faculty, candidates for the degrees of Master of Business Administration, Master of Business Administration in Healthcare Management, Master of Science in Clinical Leadership in Medicine, or Master of Science in Healthcare Data Analytics. By a vote of the faculty, confirmed by a vote of the Board of Trustees, all transcripts reflect completion of requirements for these degrees and all of the rights and privileges appertaining thereto.
By virtue of the authority vested in me, I confer upon you the degree of Master of Arts or Advanced Certificate with all the rights, privileges, responsibilities, and honors which pertain thereto. Please be seated.
Will the candidates please come forward as your name is called to receive your diploma? Terry Natisse Taylor Jennings. Michael Paul Banazuski. Celeste Young. Carmen Newstratton. Meng Meng Shao. Fang Li. Shayna DeGru Elias. Yanan Shia. Gabriella Vardy Davidson. Jin Feng Dong. Suchi Wang. Ningshin Shang.
Wajiha Anbar. Paul Johannes Turner. Meichan Lua. Megan Marabido. Donald Edward Hartman III. Cam De Pasquale. Kate Marie McKinley. Elizabeth Spale. Xiao Zihao Song. Iman Babar. Nicholas J. Lane. Tara Travis. Zachary Baum. Ryan Shushan. Matthew Forget. Nicholas Wrights. Jeremy Muller. Amanda Ivy. Brian Gallo. Noah Rude Goldman. Kyle Tessier. Stephen Krishon. Nathan William Mayton. Carissa West. Shenba Hassan Marumatu. Jason Lapino. Abby McFiggins. Aleli Matienzo Boma. Deepti Dronam Raju. I keep it. Amber Rangel Mooney. David Lassell. William Andrew Jordan III. Caitlin Meyer. Victoria Abby Peterson. Daniel Redner, Jr. Zachary Cody. Richard Kenneth Smith, Jr. Brandon Dempsey. Gregory Jepson. Jake Roden Torgeson. Erin Brooke Griniak. Vincent Granuzzo. Brian John Andrews. Nicolette Natisha Tamayo Jimenez. Araceli Marquez Terran. Emanuela Toussaint. Michelle Catherine Schnur. Teresa Margaret Jocko. Conchi Chaco Ngyalu. Maria Kubareva. Victoria Lynn Chumo. Janet Fabode. Alice Chong. Fiona Su. Sumhita Bhimareddy. Bassam M. Darwish. Anuja Kirti Konda. Alexandra Snyder. William Francis Hunter. Ethan Daniel Palivoda. Aidan Chapman O'Brien. Avi Alpesh Gajar. Augustus Busumbru. Sarah Beach. Nicole Cody. Michael Lawrence. Nathan Warner. Jenna Russ. Charles Kyle Bentley. Alana Ray Rosansky. Congratulations to all of our graduates.
Indeed. On behalf of Clarkson University, congratulations to all of our graduates. It is my pleasure to introduce Lisa Jeffers, Clarkson class of 2003 and 2021, and Vice President of the Clarkson Alumni Association, to welcome the newest Clarkson class.
Thank you, President Christensen. On behalf of the Clarkson University Alumni Association, congratulations, and welcome to the Clarkson Alumni Network. I'm as excited as he is. Each one of you has been a valuable member of the Clarkson community in your own way, and you should be very proud of your achievements. We are excited to welcome you to our vast network of over 46,000 alumni. Your experiences as a CRC student have likely been quite different from our Potsdam students. We hope that you choose to stay engaged with our alumni community because each of you has a unique story that should be heard and that may inspire those who follow in your footsteps. Your knowledge, experience, and perspective will help make us stronger as a community. To the family and friends who have supported today's graduates, congratulations to you as well, and thank you. They are sitting here today because of the solid foundation and support system you have created. Regardless of the path you take through life, you will likely be surprised how often you stumble upon Clarkson alumni. Our community has members throughout the United States and around the world. That's right, you can't get rid of us. We're everywhere. We have 28 regional chapters that host over 100 local events each year. Thanks to the pandemic, we now host a variety of both in-person and virtual events. Some events are focused on networking or professional development. Others are centered around sporting events, and others are purely just for fun. There's bound to be something on our calendar that interests you, so keep an eye out for our emails and social media posts. My family and I often attend Capital Region events, so say hi if you see us. Please come back to the Capital Region campus to visit. We love hearing what our alumni are up to, and your perspective could help inspire our current students. If you haven't made it to Potsdam, find a chance to check it out. You're always welcome at any of our campuses. Please consider joining us in Potsdam in July for Alumni Reunion. The North Country is beautiful in the summertime. If you can't make it back in the summer and hockey's your thing, consider coming back in February for Clarkson Cold Out, Gold Out weekend, which takes place during the winter months. There are endless opportunities to stay connected with Clarkson. I've always been amazed at the friendliness and supportive nature of Clarkson alumni. Clarkson taught us how to work hard together as a team and to achieve things we didn't think were possible. We are proud of who we are, but we don't flaunt it. We embrace the workman who needeth not be ashamed mentality on which this institution was founded. As you start the next chapter of your life, keep your eyes open for members of the Clarkson community. When you find us, continue the tradition of supporting each other. Carry that responsibility with pride and show the world what it means to be a Golden Knight. There's no telling what we can accomplish when we work together as a team. Congratulations again on your achievements. We can't wait to celebrate your future accomplishments, and we look forward to creating more memories with you as alumni. Thank you.
Thank you, and on behalf of the Clarkson University Board of Trustees, I congratulate the class of 2023. Let's give them one more big round of applause. I now hereby declare the 2023 Spring Commencement Ceremony and University Convocation closed. Please enjoy the reception in Robb Alley, located just outside the theater. And to all graduates, good luck and Godspeed.